Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tea Time. Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I am the man in the middle, Kevin Martinez, and today we have a Tea Time exclusive. We have my boy, Scooby.
Yo, it's Scooby Dooby Doo.
Welcome to the show, my friend. Cheers to Tea Time.
Cheers.
And it's been a wonderful day here in Scranton. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling, bro? Peach?
Oh yeah, definitely feeling peachy.
Feeling peachy.
I have avoided death once again.
Yes, you have avoided death once again. Welcome to Tea Time.
Sorry to start it off with that deep.
No, yeah, we'll
dark,
definitely get into that. So Tea Time. This is a Tea Time exclusive. This is only a Tea Time episode, so we welcome Scoob onto the show. We're gonna have a free flowing, wonderful conversation. As I said before, we had a great day filled of footage, of film, of content, of a lot of questionable things. But yeah, here we are. Welcome to Tea Time. Scoob just opened up the gate. He opened up the floodgates, bro. You were talking about how you just avoided death. You avoided death today. It is September 1st.
The first of the month. The very first of the month. Like, I get it. We're about to start the school season. You know, kids got to go back to school. A lot of people going to be going into work, getting the hustle on. But, yeah, today on the first, survived death once again.
Once again. How many times have you survived death, Scoob?
Fair count 4 times.
Fair count 4 times. Okay, let's talk about today, and then I guess we'll talk about the other 3 times because I don't know, man. What do you think it is? Do you live a dangerous life, or the danger finds you?
The danger finds me.
The danger finds you.
You know, it's always a time and place for everything, and things happen. But also, to keep in mind, things also happen for a reason. So it's like, definitely learn some life experience by going through all those different
So talk me through today. What happened today?
So today, I was literally early in the morning making my way to work. Me and my coworker was driving. I was a passenger in the car, right? So now we are en route to the job. On our way getting to the job, in mid-traffic, a whole entire truck with a trailer on it. Like, it's just like one of those, what?
Yeah, 18-wheeler tractor trailer.
Yeah, them big boys. Yeah. One of those tried to make a left turn and go around this other truck that was coming in the opposite direction.
Oh, so was it a passing lane? Was he trying to do
it was a 2-way street.
Okay.
Right? But we also have to be cautious because there's a railroad track that cuts across.
Okay.
So at times we definitely gotta yield and slow down because of the railroad tracks. So while everybody's coming and we're both coming, traffic is coming down, we're going up.
Okay.
Now the truck that's coming down, he had made it stop because he had traffic on his side of the road. Now on my side of the road, now going up, the truck was trying to make a left turn. In midst of the truck making the left turn, he cut it short. He cut himself short, and due to that, almost caused that truck to. They definitely collided, but it also tilted the other truck and lifted it up to the air where it could have been tipped over. And as I'm watching it and seeing it happen in front of my eyes, I'm thinking, wow, we're about to explode. Like, that's about to tip over. We're about to just and I can't even clock out for work or call out for work.
I can't. Why are you even thinking about work at this time, bro?
Bro, it's early in the morning. It was my mission. Like, it was like, yo, I gotta wake up, go get this money. Like, come on, this is the first thing I do.
Careful with clapping the table.
Sorry, but it's the first thing I do is give thanks for being alive, of course. Checking with family, and then go out to make this money. Like, at the same time, I didn't think that on my way to make the money, a near-death experience would happen.
Well, I saw the footage of what happened, and to put it in a better context, maybe give some people a better visual. It seems as if the truck jackknife is what it's called, jackknife, when the truck is facing you in a sense, like the actual cabin for the driver's facing you, but the trailer is like facing the road straight ahead. It's called a jackknife. It kind of banged into itself. So let me ask you: was this guy like, was he flying around this corner? Like, do you know
Honestly,
what caused him to, I don't know, maybe jerk the truck in such a fast motion that he ended up jackknifing like that?
it was a short turn. He didn't like.
It was a sharp turn.
It was a sharp
Oh,
turn, and it was a short turn. Like basically,
like a last minute, like oh shit type of deal.
yeah.
Okay, I
Like
can
it
see
was
that.
happening. They wasn't speeding or anything. It was a slow turn, but he was still trying to make himself fit while it was still tight because traffic was very very tight and the roads are super narrow, which ideally baffles my mind too because that's like a setup for the disaster. But either way,
I mean, that's the hard life of being a truck driver.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen, you see
yeah.
truck drivers in New York, bro. They go through hell trying. You ever see a truck driver, back in a tractor trailer on like a main street? He like blocks
And
him,
have to
her.
cut off like four
Yeah,
lanes of traffic if there's a 4 lane traffic street because you have those in
exactly.
New York.
For like 15, 20 minutes too.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with not even the truck drivers though, even the fire departments too when they come out with their fire trucks. Boom, but that's an automatic safety thing. People that's life and death experience. If they late, people die. So that's I guess excusable. But still, as a truck driver, I salute y'all because not only do you have to think of geometrics and how to graphic,
Geometrics.
like
No, yeah, I mean you're right. They do have like aerodynamics that they have to keep
yeah,
in
like
mind.
you
Yeah.
have to literally know how how tall you are. Say if you're going on underneath for overlaps or
Well, there's been days I'm not gonna be honest here. I went on like a YouTube journey, right, and I just like to watch tractor trailers take out bridges. It was kind of like a compilation of it, and yeah, no, it's a pretty tough job, But yeah, I'm being so serious right now. Yeah, you're gonna take off your glasses, look at me like that, like that's something I shouldn't be watching.
no, because I actually watched the same thing a couple weeks
It's
ago.
entertaining. It's
This is
entertaining. It's
why
like
it's
it's
so
like
funny.
damn, bro, that shit's crazy. Like,
It
but
was like truck versus bridge, or like overpass, or like the worst, the baddest car collision ever, and they had like consecutive videos of it.
well, I saw this. The internet makes us really desensitized, right?
Yes, yes,
So I saw this one
indeed.
video. The caption was, "This is why you should wear a seatbelt." And bro, it's just like a security camera facing across the street, and a car just comes coming in, and it's barreling, and as it barrels, two people fly out, and I was like,
I
"Oh
mean, that's the first
man."
thing I think of when they say fasten your seatbelt. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. If you don't fasten your seatbelt, you're going straight through. Like, if it comes to a stop, the least you probably do if you don't fly out the car is probably hit your head on the dash. But still, you get a punching bag that's
Uh,
pushing you right back into the seat.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm not even saying a punching bag like that. I'm just saying the airbags, they hold a punch.
Some people, I don't know, some people would make the argument that seatbelts don't save lives. I've heard both sides of the story. I guess it's a case by case scenario. There's a plan, and if that wasn't your accident to pass away, and it wasn't your accident to pass away, and I've been involved in a few accidents, and one of the most drastic ones that I've been a part of was with a group of four of my friends. One of them I'm not really a friend with anymore, but nonetheless, we were driving down this hill, okay, and this old development that we used to live in is called PCP. If you know that area, it's crazy, bro. A development called PCP. Anytime I tell someone that, bro, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "No, no, no. Yeah, it's the only difference between a community and a drug is the letter A. PCP makes it not a drug for our community. Isn't that crazy? That's what people call this minorities probably because it's a community called PCP. I just got sidetracked, but I'm being dead ass. That's my
A community called PCP.
yeah. Yep. Mike can attest.
Yeah, we were like kind of known as like very bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then we were called PCP.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like, oh, no shit. No wonder why people think
Is it an
we're bad.
abbreviation for something?
Yeah,
Like,
Pocono
Yeah.
Country Place. Yeah.
A Pocono country place.
I'm crying.
That's what it was. And that's what I'm saying. The A is what differentiates the drug and the community. Okay, so that's what
So
it's
now
about.
you can even use it in a sentence, like,
Yeah.
hey,
But if you meet someone, like, I just started a new job, but if I went up to them and be like, yeah, I grew up in PCP, they'd be like, what? I'm like, yeah, I grew up in PCP, a PCP.
you gotta be there to know. Like, you gotta actually be there, like, to know about that. You can't just say you there
But I purposely
know.
I purposely just introduce and be like, yeah, I'm from PCP, just to see their reaction, and then like I'll say it the second time, like, hey, PCP. So anyway, that's PCP. If you know, you know. So anyway, I was coming down this hill, right? We were coming down. I wasn't even driving. My buddy Mark was driving at the time, and it's a winter morning. It didn't snow the night before, but it was driving. You know what a Dodge Intrepid is? Have you ever seen that car?
It's Dodge.
It's an old Dodge. I don't even think they make it anymore. Intrepids. You know what a Dodge Intrepid is? I'll pull it up. Give you some context here, because this car looks like a boat. And I just want to show you what we were riding in back in the day. Dodge Intrepid.
I believe I know what you're talking about.
Bro, look at that. 2004, I think, is the last time they made it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Know what you're talking about. I definitely.
If someone has that car, just like if someone has that beat up minivan, it's like, it's one of those cars that just gets on a point A, point B, and hopefully back to point A, because it's one of those cars that maybe you have to kick the ignition in order to get it to start, right? So anyway, we're in this Dodge Intrepid, bald tires in the back, bro. Bald tires. It's fucking winter. Going down this hill, hella slow too, because my buddy was mindful and he understood that there was bad weather. Bro, all of a sudden we just started like fishtailing. Have you ever fishtailed before? Like, been in a car and your back end is just swiggling back and forth and you have no control?
One time when it was snowing.
Yeah. Okay. It's common in snow. Yeah. Especially for two-wheel cars. So that's what
it was the best time because I knew how to drift. So it was just, unfortunately for my passenger, traumatizing.
That's scary. Nah, I every now and then you got to drift in the snow. But so anyway, we're going down this hill and we start to fishtail, and the thing I remember, I've been in multiple accidents. I'm gonna say that, but the thing I remember most about my accidents is all of them have been slow as shit. Like, they're all so slow, So
it's probably like, because you.
Or I'm processing.
It like you are you processing it slow? Like, is you seeing it, everything dial down in slow motion? Like,
that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know.
It's like a Matrix type thing, like, and that's why I feel like every time there is a near death experience, you can actually see your life flash before your eyes, like everything you wish you could have done and wouldn't do, could have done, should have done, better done. But
good. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I can't attest to that personally, because as I mentioned, every near-death experience or accident that I've been a part of, actually one of them was pretty wild, and that one went bang bang. And that shit was quick. But so this accident, bro. You know how slow it was. It just felt so slow. I looked over at my buddy Mark, and he goes, "Kev, hold on, we're gonna crash." Like, think about it, bro. Like, you got enough time to tell me that, like. But it was out of his control. He couldn't get a grip of the wheel. He kept trying to get a grip of the wheel. So anyway, we ended up spinning, and we ended up facing back. Okay, so we were actually facing the opposite way. We were on the oncoming lane, and we smacked. And this is crazy because I watched my buddy, like, in slow motion. I saw his, like, we smacked the telephone pole. Okay, we smacked the telephone pole on the side, and we broke the telephone pole. Okay. And I've seen his, like, whole freaking body and the forearm just get, like, ready and brace and just, like, smash the window. Like, the window just went away, like, just shattered effortlessly. Like, I remember seeing it, I'm like, yo, like, what the? Like, it's just so vivid. It was one of those vivid moments that I just, like, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, everyone turned out okay. Everyone in the car was fine. But yeah, that was probably one of the scariest accidents that we've been a part of, because as a matter of fact, if it weren't for that telephone pole, there was a ditch there, like a drain ditch, And with us being at the sideways manner that we were, we would have tipped and possibly could have gone barreling. You know what I mean? We could have probably did 2-3 rolls, maybe 3 at best, because as I mentioned, we weren't going that fast. But or maybe it was just my mind processing, holy shit, you're about to die.
Yeah, unless you jump out the car.
Yeah, but and then to attest to that, earlier you were saying with that accident with the truck and everything, you were like, oh, this shit's about to blow up, like immediately.
Oh yeah, because I seen that. I'm looking at the trucks. One was holding gasoline,
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
a big
another
no-no.
one was just a box truck. Like it was just a big 16 or 17. Probably yeah, it's one of those 13 or 15 wheelers.
Well, all you need is just a little strike with gasoline, and it's gonna ignite. You know what I mean? All you need
Yeah,
is
but
one
the
little
whole
spark.
thing tipping over and
Yeah.
so
So
then yeah, we made the U-turn, found another route before, and then as I get into my job, right, I also let the job know, like, look, a lot of people may call off or may call you guys saying that they're held up in traffic. Believe them, it's not a lie. Here's the proof. Like I show them the video that I took, because as I'm sitting in the car and this thing is like everything is happening in front of me. Slowly, I pull out my phone and started recording immediately without even taking my eyes off of anything that I'm seeing. Like, so now I have two eyes, and now I showed them. In the midst of me showing them, here come my other coworkers coming in. Yeah, we was held up in there was an accident. We was held up in traffic. We started seeing smoke. So I'm like, oh, wait, you seen smoke? When I was there, we seen the collide. We didn't see smoke. So something must have happened even after we left.
yeah, who knows? Maybe just a fire truck put it out. But yeah, man, that's well, we're happy you're here today, and you
Me too.
didn't pass this morning. Um,
Always grateful.
Scooby. It's a very unique name. It's one that was introduced to me the first time I met you. I didn't even get your first name. I got introduced to you as Scooby. So tell us a name about Scooby. Tell us where that comes about. And tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend.
Well, Scooby, it originated from back in my elementary days. Always had a lunchbox full of Scooby snacks, and at that time, life was a true mystery. I had a lot of friends and a lot of interesting hobbies. Like we would dead go into haunting houses and try to visit like exhibits like that.
It's
And
fun.
then
Yeah, it's fun.
in New York, when Annabelle escaped the doll, we was on it.
You're
It was
wildin'.
like, yo, we was what?
Not
It
that
was
one.
so fascinating because you can actually understand that paranormal world is exists.
Oh yeah,
Like it
for
definitely
sure.
is.
Paranormal World is 110% alive, in my opinion. I mean, I
Mhm.
experienced it firsthand. Yeah, you were saying you did a lot of interesting hobbies. Scooby became like a name that when you were younger, and it kind of just stuck, and you just kind of just rolled
Yeah,
with
it
it.
definitely stuck. I also smoked a lot. A lot. They don't even put that in the cartoons, but if it's just only repeat the signs. We
Yeah,
always
the
had the
sandwich.
munchies.
Yeah,
Always had the munchies, so we was always eating, and we was always alone. And a lot for me, I smoke like a chimney. I'm a heavy smoker.
the tapping, bro.
Sorry, I'm a heavy
You
smoker.
got a lot of jewelry. That's why it
Yeah,
makes it a lot.
yeah. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on over here, but at the same time, with the Scooby snacks and my friends always coming to me for a lot of trees. I always didn't have the proper bag to do it, so I will always repackage it in my Scooby snacks and
That's
then pass it
crazy.
off from there.
So they
And the
get bud
name
with a
stuck.
hint of cinnamon.
Yeah, that and whatever. Even the gummies too, like the fruit snacks,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Scooby
about.
Doo's fruit snacks. Those are the best because you can relight it and seal it. But at the same time, that's going deep.
Yeah, that's going way too deep. That's your
But at the same
past.
time, a little backstory, because we got to go back, right,
That
to
was
get there.
hilarious.
So
Hold on.
the name
He just
Then
went.
now it's not every deep into it. Not every year deep. Originally from New York. Families from Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Definitely like riding bikes, and I'm definitely a jack of all trades. I've done a lot. I've also used to play drums when I was younger, so I always loved music. Um, Everybody when I was younger told me that I should be an artist, like insinuated that I rap or I'm a music artist, but I
So
didn't.
are
I
you
was a
telling me that you
musician.
got bars, or are you telling
No,
me that they would look at
I'm
you?
a musician.
Okay.
I give credit to artists. I'm not knocking their flow. At the same time, I know my position and I know that I love being the one to like actually make music and then feel the vibe of the music that's been made.
So why don't you do that anymore?
Lost everything in the house fire.
Hmm. Would you
So
rebuild?
rebuilding as we speak.
Okay. House fire. What, back in New York?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything burned down.
Is that
All my
another near-death experience?
yeah, for me and for my brother.
Hmm.
Because he was actually inside the house when it happened. So he got out quick. I was on my way home. And luckily I got to him. Like we got to each other before anything else bad could happen. Like it was already bad enough for everything. This is already in flames. Like we literally had to start over and get everything back.
Exactly.
Everything
Exactly.
back.
Well, speaking about flames, we were just out. It is September 1st. It is La Fiesta, Italian festival over here in downtown Scranton. It's going on. It's live right now. It's one of the best festivals that ever comes to the town. It's honestly my favorite, and because they have this Italian sign up on this bank every year, and it's one of my favorite signs. Scoob, you want to know what it says?
What it says?
Forget about it.
Forget about what?
It says you gotta forget about it.
Oh, that's what yours says. It says forget about it.
Yo, I'm
Forget about
dead.
it.
There's
But
no
I like
way
how
that
you
just
say it
happened.
with the accent. I like how you say it with the accent. You got a Christian accent. You been working on that?
Yeah, bro. I do impressions. Forget about it. I got some impressions. But I'm gonna save that because I got another podcast guest who's pretty good at impressions, and I'm gonna try to like one up him. I probably won't be able to. But anyway, the Italian Festival's back in town. Forget about it. It's live. That's what's going on. I mentioned to you guys earlier we were doing vlog. We were doing content. We slowed down there a little bit, but we're going to pick the tempo back up a little bit here. So basically, we did a vlog. We did a content. I've never done a vlog before, but this is going to be a new venture that we're going to venture into. Just show a little bit more of my life. Show a little bit of more pre-podcast, post-podcast interactions with the guests. For example, I met Scoob downtown, and we went ahead and we started the vlog. You know, it's went to the barbershop today. I got a cut. You know, it's been a very long time since I got a cut, so I got a cut. Thank God, I feel good, bro.
Yeah, you gotta cut that cheetah pet. You know.
Yeah,
Keep
it was
trim.
wild, bro. That shit was
Mow the
wild.
lawn.
So yeah, so we went down to La Fiesta Italiana and we asked the people out there if they could give us an example of forget about it. You know, just give me your best example. Forget
It
about
was very interesting.
very interesting. We met some pretty interesting people. We also ran into Haley O'Brien. We ran into Caleb, the 1K. Ran into Ian. Ran into Tahada, Corey. You know, we out there. So it was good seeing Broy. We ran into Broy as well. Good seeing all these people. You know, if you're down to Square and you pulling up to this food because you're gonna get food every day. It's fantastic. So anyway, we're asking people, can you give us your best? Forget about it. And a few of them were hitters. You know, a few of them were hitters. But there was this one person who really stole the show. Correct?
Oh yeah. Starlight. No,
She really stole the show. She was giving us an impression, but it was all right. But she was
work in progress.
It was a work in progress, but she was really, really cool for doing that. So respect to that woman in the blue, because she gave us her impression of a forget about it, and we're definitely gonna put that together. Hopefully, do some more vlogs, post podcast, pre podcast, and try to highlight things in the town that you would see outside of my apartment. You know what Scranton's all about. It is also First Friday, and Mutant Brewing is out and live. So Mutant Brewing, definitely got to check them out. But we got some grub from the Italian Festival. Okay, we got some pizza sitting down here, which I've been waiting for a minute now. I've been waiting for this show to eat this pizza, and understand I'm hungry as shit. So here we
you
go.
can see the jewel coming down his mouth. Like, and
I
everything.
can actually taste it right now. Like I can taste
His
that
mouth
shit.
is getting all watery.
Right here we have from. Let me get the business card. I'm scared, bro. Don't let it fall. I'll be terrified.
No, it's perfectly tilled.
Oh, that pizza looks so good. That pizza looks so good. What was the name of the company? I know it's Rosso. Lupo Russo. Lupo Rosso. I'm so sorry. Lupo Rosso. Wood fire pizza. They were the only wood fire pizza there. So I'm gonna get into this a little bit. Margarita pizza. Scoop, feel free, help yourself. Let's do it up. And I guess we'll do a pizza review, right? One bite, right? Mike, you want to try? Everyone, one bite. This is margarita pizza with hot honey sauce. It's not hot anymore, unfortunately, but I'm sure it's still gonna smack. Cheers, boys.
Toast piece.
All right. Pizza review coming to you live. Here we go. One bite. Everybody knows the rule. I'm going to just take a gander and guess that you're fucking with it. OD. What does that even mean? What does this even mean, bro? Is it violin or is it money? All right, bro. Enough with the ASMR. Jeez. I don't want to hear you.
It is
chewing
sweet.
crazy.
This might be a new go-to.
This is good.
It is very good.
I like it. If you had to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving it?
8.5.
That's a pretty high score. Mike, what do you got, bro?
Like, what do you mean? Like kind of like homemade Italian
I
style
don't know.
pizza
Yeah,
like
it's
this?
unfortunate because it's not
the New York
cheese.
slice?
It's not a cheese pizza, so.
Yeah, for like a homemade brick oven pizza,
Mm-hmm.
like a good 9.
I'd give him 9.2. This honey is pretty good. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna dog the rest of this later. I'm gonna eat the slice though. So let me enjoy the slice. We'll get back in the show because we have something else for you. Some dessert. Fresh. Like fresh out the oven. This would have smacked. It still was smacking though.
I don't usually eat the crust off like New York slice pizzas. I don't know why. I just don't really like the crust. I don't
Be
fuck
a man, bro. Eat the crust.
Fuck that. Never.
Eat the crust, bro. Be a man.
Never. I mean, I'll eat it because I'm like, man, I want more pizza, so I'll eat the crust. But I mean, like, the dough on this is different. You know what I mean?
Really, really good. I'm
Yeah, I
enjoying
can
it.
eat the dough, whatever.
There used to be a pizza called No Crust Pizza. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, bro. It's still out there. I think they still do it. A no crust pizza? Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, bro. You get thin crust pizza? Come on.
That's thin crust. They still got crust. I'm talking about no crust.
You know what I heard once? That pizza has a crust because back when they used to make it in the day, their hands would be dirty, so you would grab the crust and then eat the cheese and the sauce. But I was like, yeah, that has to be bullshit. Like, that can't be the reason why. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure it's not. It's just the crust.
It would make sense, though.
Right? It makes sense though, right? So I thought that for a while. I was like, nah. I remember I saw something.
Yeah, and
like, it's not
imagine
the
them
real
burning
reason.
their hands trying to figure out how to hold it without the crust.
No, it makes sense.
Even like back then when they was coming fresh out the oven, like hot.
No. I think it's more so. Well, yeah, okay. I see. I guess I see what you're saying. I mean, if it's coming out the oven hot, the crust is not going to be any colder than the rest of the pizza.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna be cold
Yeah.
at all.
It's still going to be hot, though.
Yeah, too hot for your hands.
Okay.
Yeah, touch it right away.
Nah, but he was saying they did it because their hands would be dirty. Like if you were a working man and you had pizza, you wouldn't eat the crust. You would just eat the cheese and then throw out the rest.
Well, yeah, that's if you don't wash your hands. But
Yeah. Back in the day. Different times. Scoop, can I borrow the shades for the rest of the pod?
Why not?
We're at the halfway marker, right? All right. A guy like me walks up to you in the street wearing these shades. What do you think? That goes for you too, Mike.
This looks like something I would wear.
Yeah, something over.
For you, it kind of doesn't fit your outfit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, take those off, bro. But if Scooby's wearing them, I'm like,
It
Yeah.
fits for him because it's
Yeah.
like the red shade.
yeah,
I like it, bro. It's a different world in here.
yeah.
It's a different
How
world.
about the
in
lights?
here.
Does it like deflect the brightness of the lights? Like
Yeah,
like,
100%, bro. I see why you artists do this. I thought it was just an ego thing. No, I'm just kidding. It is kind of weird to be wearing shades inside.
Especially with paparazzi, flashing lights 24/7. Like, you gotta really build your eyes to the light and get. Like,
Yeah, if you think about it, you make a good point there. You make a really good point there,
Yeah.
bro. Celebrities walk around town looking like this all day.
Yeah, because they getting flash your lights and everything. Coming from all directions. You can't even do anything. Like, the simplest thing that you think you could do, you can't even do because you're surrounded by paparazzi and they're just trying to get any type of information out you. When it doesn't even need, like, it could like, the thing that they're asking about could happen years ago. And they seen you at a restaurant trying to go out and eat. All you trying to do is go out and grab something to eat. And they bringing up that.
Yo,
Showing you with questions with that. Like,
have you ever seen that is very annoying, but have you ever seen the TikToker, the really, really big dude? The big dude who's like will be in the center of a restaurant and he would like take a bite of something and he would just like break down in an obnoxious dance. Have you ever seen that guy?
I've seen a lot of dances on TikTok, so
I don't know if you saw him.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
All right, no problem. I was just gonna go into the story if you did see him. I think a lot of people may have seen him, but bro, if someone did that to me, like if they were right next to me doing it, I'd be like, "Oh, you doing the most, bro? Please, please relax, please." Yo, I got a real question for you. Right, ready? So, growing up, right, every household has like their own little like weird, quirky thing, you know. And I'll give you an example. Pots and pans in the oven, right? That's kind of weird. Not every culture does that, right? So like that's an example. That's an example. Do you know if there's anything in your family that, that you did that maybe if you went into someone else's house they'd be judging you or they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we don't do that here. That's kind of weird." And I have a reason as to why I'm bringing that up.
Mm,
As you think,
that's a deep thought I gotta get into.
deep thought, bro. It's a surface level. It's a surface question. Here. So okay. The reason I asked that is because have you ever? So the other day I went into someone's house, right, and they were so kind enough to give me some food. Ate some food, grabbed some paper towel, blah blah blah. I was done with the food. I enjoyed myself. It was fantastic. And I'm sitting around and I'm looking and I'm like, hey, uh, where's your trash can? I'm like, and then I wait. No. I said, don't. I said, don't tell me. I said, tell me it's under the fucking sink. I swear to God.
That or the trash bag on the back side, on the handle of the door.
Well,
It's that or it's a bag like a bin inside of a cabinet.
Yeah, exactly. Like when people put a bin inside a cabinet. No, I under the sink. I never quite understood that. I'm like, it's a trash can. Like, just leave it in the kitchen. But they put it under the sink, and I'm like, oh, it's under the sink. First of all,
How
if
big is
it's
a
under the sink, exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I was about to get to.
You see, this is what I'm talking about with truck drivers. I'm trying to think about the geometric and the mathematics of how this.
So a garbage bin under the sink is not a large garbage bin
At all.
So like you're wasting more bags just to try to save more space in your place. Just put the trash can outside, dude. I never understood that. That never like really clicked in my head. And some people judge me. I put bread in the fridge. You put bread in the fridge? You don't put bread in the fridge? You put bread in the fridge?
I used to. Now I keep it in the cabinet.
Yeah, I put bread in the fridge. I don't think that's weird. Some people think it's weird.
Yeah, but when you take it out, isn't it be like soggy and shit?
So that's the argument that a lot of people make. No, that's why you toast it.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to toast it? I just want my bread. I take it out the bag.
Things you can't tell me. You can't ask me what's weird and what's not because I still eat Oreos and peanut butter. So
It's still,
That's not that
hold
weird.
on.
Yeah.
He said I still eat
like,
Oreos and peanut butter. Like we all do that.
but
I've never done that.
Dip that.
People that take the Oreo and they eat the
Try
white
to
stuff,
change
scoop
your
with the
life.
cookies.
Yo, you ever
Only
drink
that's
a
a
cup of
waste.
milk?
Yeah.
By yourself?
I know so many people. They'll
Yeah,
be like,
okay.
I hate
I'm
Oreo.
saying I do that. Some people think that's crazy weird.
It's super.
Yeah,
acceptable.
I'm like, you shouldn't
I
eat the
know.
cookie.
I
Then.
think we
Like,
had this
that's so
conversation
fucked
before,
up.
though.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Yeah.
Scooby
There's
does
so
it,
many
you know?
people like that.
You ever put sugar in your milk
Only when it comes out
and
to
warm it
cereal.
up? It's a formula.
That, but it was just missing the chocolate. It was, yeah.
No, yeah, I've done that. That's pretty good. Let's see. Pots and pans in the oven. I grew up in a Hispanic household, and that was one of the things that they did often. And bro, I can't tell you how many plastic bowls I ended up burning because I left them in the oven. It's just one of those things. I'm like, why? Why do we do this? I don't understand it. I don't do it in my home now because I knew that if I did that, I'd fuck shit up.
I mean, I can understand pots and stuff like that being stored in the oven. It's probably because they had too many pots and pans, so they probably didn't have enough space in the cabinets for them. So they had.
See, my argument
they looked at
is
it as the oven as extra space.
sorry.
And utilized it. So
My argument is like, yeah, that's cool and all, but when it's time to use the oven, where the hell are you gonna put the pots? On the floor or on the counter as you're prepping your food? Little argument there. All right, ready? So you just mentioned Oreos and peanut butter.
mm-hmm.
Okay. As if we were all doing that our
You
whole
gotta
lives.
combine it. Can't eat it separate. It's going to go down the same way, but still.
Have you done that, Mike? I've never done that.
No, but you know what I hate?
What?
People that take the Oreo and they eat the white stuff and they throw away the cookies. Like, that's a waste.
It's a waste.
I've never seen someone do that. I
It's a
think
waste. I find that as that's true discrimination right there.
Yo, you brought race into this? Nah,
Bro,
I like it
it's,
though. That's a good argument. Nah, I've never seen someone
We
do
can't
that.
be all equal, man.
I've never seen someone do that. But as I was saying, that Oreo and peanut butter thing, I would actually ask my barber this today. I was like, yo, what was one of the best high snacks? You get high often, he just mentioned that. What was one of those snacks that you conjured up, put together that you were like, damn, this shit's fucking amazing. I can't believe I just created this. My barber was telling me that his was like, bro, there was one time he was so zooted, he was so blasted, that he was like, I convinced myself that I created the peanut butter and bread and banana sandwich.
Oh, so yeah, made one of those two. You can make different variety of those sandwiches. I've done it with strawberries. Did it with peaches. Different varieties, different things. You get the Boston cream instead of jelly.
That's different. That's a good one. So, do you have a top tier?
And still uses peaches or strawberries, and then there was different flavors. So that brought back memories. You just saying that brought back memories. Shout out to him.
Do you have a top tier high snack that you made that you were just like, wow, I can't believe I made that? I'll tell you mine.
One of those that sandwich that I just described.
Yeah, with the Boston cream. Yeah, that sounds pretty.
That was the first one.
That's a good one.
I literally.
First of all, where'd you
Burned
get the
out
Boston
eliminate.
cream? Do they just sell that in a container nowadays?
Yeah, my cousin was a heavy baker, and
That's crazy.
She had some leftovers, so she was like, "Yo, I don't want it," and I already used most of it to make what she needed for this party that she had going on. So then she gave me the extra leftover, and one day I got super stoned and didn't have that many ingredients. to make anything.
Gotta
so
do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, and I made the magic work. Really saw that mystery. Sorry about the table.
No, you're good, man.
But yeah, it was a fun time, and it worked out.
So I think it's funny that I guess bread and peanut butter is kind of like a high person's go-to. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's because you want some like carbs and you want some protein, but then you also want to add something else with it, right? So one of my personal like, holy shit, did I just make that? Like, is that really what I just conjured up? And this is amazing. Like, I would eat this sober. Was bread and peanut butter is the two main ingredients. That's all you need right there, right? But what else did I have in the fridge? I had nothing in the fridge, bro. But what I had was cinnamon toast crunch. Okay, so I grabbed the cinnamon toast crunch and I sprinkled it on the top, bro, and I made myself a sandwich like that. Oh my god, it was fantastic. It was famissimo, famissimo. I trademarked that. I would trademark that. But hey, we're talking about desserts. We're talking about some snacks. We got another thing from the Italian festival here. We got some cannolis. Okay, so let's get into these
God,
cannolis.
I love your desserts, man.
We got a chocolate cannoli and a regular cannoli from Camella's in Dunmore. And I don't know if you could really break a cannoli in half, can you? Anybody know?
I mean,
I really want this chocolate one though. So
just
like
to be on the safe side,
here.
you could take the chocolate one.
I kind of want to have some of that too though, so break it if you can. Cheers. You good? Oh, you had your cannolis earlier.
You want to try a piece? I don't think I can break it.
I don't know what you can do, bro. Just do your best.
Oh, shit.
Attaboy.
All right. We got something
It's like
here.
a fortune cookie.
Right. No. All
All
right.
right. Damn. Here, you can take the thing with you. Cheers to cannolis.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. That's good. That is really good. It's like sweet. Chocolate really does its thing. How's your cannoli?
Smooth. You gotta try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it
Think there's another piece in there.
out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. Really good stuff here. My goodness. The Italian festival. What a good time. What a good time. All right, Scoop. I think since we had dessert, probably start winding down. How do you feel about that? Feel good? Go ahead, man. What final thoughts do you have for the people? Definitely need a drink with the cannoli, though. It's dry.
Woo. Sorry, I just don't like have a thing with not talking with my mouth full. But what do I have for the people?
I guess, yeah. Or what do you want to say? Do you want the shades? Do you want the shades for the final part?
No, you can keep the shades. You can keep the shades for the people, my sweet old people, my people. What's going on? I'm just happy to be here with you guys, living the best moments. Good and bad, making the best out of everything. And what I have to say is spread nothing but peace and love and prosperity, because that's the only thing we really need. Once we come together, we're stronger together than separated. And that's pretty much what I got going on. I basically live that on an everyday basis. So.
Day-to-day lifestyle, man. Peace, love, prosperity. Keep that going. Thank you for joining me here on Tea Time. Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. This was a very, how can I put it? We bounced. There was like no map here. and we really just bounced. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode. So welcome to Tea Time. Thank you for watching. Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I am the man in the middle, Kevin Martinez. To my left is my boy Scooby.
Scooby.
We'll catch you all later next week. Peace.
Deuce.